What up, guys? Before we get into today's video, the news of the day surrounding the New York Knicks circles around Carmelo Anthony because he has retired from the NBA after 19 great seasons in the NBA. And in my opinion, he's one of the best New York Knicks that have ever worn the orange and blue with New York across the chest. This picture came from the Knicks Twitter account, just kind of showing all of the awesome moments that he had with the New York Knicks. And I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss the three-point goal, Carmelo Anthony. I'm going to miss hearing that in the Garden. Let's show him some love, though, down in the comments section. Let's congratulate Carmelo on an awesome career in the NBA. Type his jersey number 7, at least the one he wore with the Knicks, down in the comments section. You are watching New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. Give me a follow over on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_. I'm trying to grow my Twitter a little bit. I only really want Knicks fans to follow me over there. So if you bleed orange and blue, give me a follow on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_. On tap for today, we got some rumors to talk about a couple of players that the New York Knicks have been linked to. And the first one we'll talk about is Kyle Kuzma. Eric Pincus of Bleacher Report said the Knicks are expected to pursue the CAA client, Kyle Kuzma. Look, you're repped by CAA. The Knicks are probably going to pursue you, so we'll talk about that one. Then Bleacher Report also, in another article, came out with a Deandre Ayton trade idea that would send the big man from Phoenix to the Big Apple. We'll talk about if that makes any sort of sense at all for the New York Knicks. But first, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel because this offseason, we're putting out videos every single day around the latest Knicks news and rumors. So if that's what you're looking for, videos all day, all summer long, hit that sub button. Lock us in right now. Let's get into it. Kyle Kuzma. Should the Knicks go out and sign or sign and trade for the CAA client, Kyle Kuzma? Eric Pincus of Bleacher Report put out an article a couple of days ago where he said some big names that are suggested as potential Knicks targets include Bradley Beal, Kyle Kuzma, who is expected to be a free agent this summer, and OG Anunoby. We've talked about Bradley Beal, we've talked about OG Anunoby, but we haven't talked about Kyle Kuzma. And since he has been linked to the New York Knicks, it is time to do so. So that's what we're going to do in today's show. I think the most important thing to note is that he is going to be an unrestricted free agent this summer because he has a player option for $13 million, which he can accept, which he can decline, and he is going to decline that because he is going to get paid much more than that coming up this summer in NBA free agency. And since he is going to be paid a lot, this would most likely have to be a sign and trade for the New York Knicks because they are right up against the salary cap. They have two exceptions, the $12 million exception as well as the $2 million exception they could use, but Kuzma is going to be paid way more than that. So if the Knicks want to go out and acquire the CAA Mafia client, they're going to have to do it in a sign and trade. Reports are coming out, though, from Washington that Kuzma is expected to stay with the Washington Wizards. And I understand that, right? The Washington Wizards, they at least want to keep some of their own players to at least maybe play alongside Bradley Beal because Porzingis is going to be a free agent. Kuzma is going to be a free agent. If the reports are saying that Kuzma is coming back, that means that AKA they are going to give him the bag because I believe Kyle Kuzma wants to at least play for a winner. And I'm not sure they're going to be doing much of that, if at all, in Washington in the next couple of years. Washington probably won't let him test free agency and is going to give him the absolute bag. What about the player that Kuzma is? He had his best season of his young NBA career this past year in Washington, played in 64 games, averaged just over 21 points per night, 7 rebounds to go with that, and he was efficient from the field, 44.8%. Not elite efficiency, but solid efficiency. He's a volume shooter, so those are good numbers right there, but not that great of a three-point shooter. He can make the tough shots. He can create his own three-point shot, but it's kind of like the field goal percentage argument. There's a lot of volume there. He's having to take tough shots on a bad team, so the three-point percentage is a little bit down, but I do think he hovers anywhere from a 33 to a 36.5, 37% three-point shooter from downtown. But all in all, Kyle Kuzma is not on the top of my list of players that I want Leon Rose and the New York Knicks to go out and acquire. I just don't know if Kuzma has that dog in him where he wants to win at all costs. Does he want to win? I'm sure he does. But some players want to win under their rules and under their terms. And I think Kuzma is one of those guys. And I think the fit makes some sense, right? Because he operates on the perimeter, and the Knicks need someone else that can score the ball from outside. I'm just not sure that the Knicks are the best place for him, or if Kuzma, or if Kuzma is the best player the Knicks can go out and get. I think there's another or a couple of better players the Knicks can go out and get. And if you're going to do a sign and trade for Kyle Kuzma, you're going to have to give up probably Julius Randle to match that salary. So I want to ask you guys this question right now in today's show. If you had to pick a player for the Knicks to go out and get, would you rather them keep Julius Randle, or would you rather them have Kyle Kuzma as their starting power forward? Pick a four. Is it Randle? Is it Kuzma? Type their initials down in the comment section. We'll break down the Deandre Ayton trade rumors around the corner, but first, I need you guys to get hooked up with our proud sponsor of today's show. That is Bird Dogs. Go to birddogs.com and use the promo code CHAT right here, and they're going to hook you guys up with a Yeti-style tumbler for free. You go to birddogs.com and use the promo code CHAT. I love Bird Dogs because they meet all of my wants when it comes to shorts and pants. 1, they look good. 2, they feel good. And 3, they have so many different styles. They are versatile. They have shorts, they have pants, they have athletic wear. They have ones that you can wear out on a date. And really, they fit all different types of occasion. For me, fit is so important with shorts and pants. And Bird Dogs has absolutely mastered that with their stretchy fabric and the liner that comes with them. I feel like I am dressed for every single occasion. I can wear them to work. I can wear them out to dinner. I can wear them to go out and work out in. They're awesome. And I promise you guys are going to love Bird Dogs. Give them a shot. Go to birddogs.com and use the promo code CHAT. The summer is here. I need you guys to be looking good out there. Get your shorts. Get your pants. You're not going to regret it. The link is clickable in the comments and description of today's show. birddogs.com, promo code CHAT. Show some love to today's sponsor. We're going to close today's video talking about this trade idea that Bleacher Report put out there. But it's not just Bleacher Report that came up with these rumors. I mean, they're coming from ESPN. Tim McMahon is reporting that the Phoenix Suns are expected to aggressively explore Deandre Ayton's trade market this upcoming summer. And he also is reporting that Deandre Ayton would really prefer a change of scenery. And you could just see that the marriage between those two was kind of falling apart in the NBA playoffs. It was just a weird and awkward showing from Deandre Ayton. A lot of times I questioned his effort. I questioned his want to. I questioned if he even enjoyed being a part of this basketball team. And when you watch the Phoenix Suns play in the playoffs, he just seemed disengaged. He didn't seem like he cared. There was obviously the beef between him and Monty Williams. Monty Williams no longer the coach there, but there was rumors that came out that Monty Williams and Deandre Ayton didn't speak at all over the last 2 seasons, and that is never something you want to hear. Remember, last summer, DeAndre Ayton signed that offer sheet with the Indiana Pacers. He was set to go and play for the Indiana Pacers, but the Phoenix Suns, they matched that contract offer, so he stayed in Phoenix, which told me he didn't want to be there long term, and I don't think he will be there after this upcoming summer. Bleacher Report, though, they think the Knicks could be a viable landing spot for the former number 1 overall pick. I don't know about this one, though. This is the trade idea that Bleacher Report, this is Bleacher Report's trade idea, not mine. So don't yell at me in the comments section. We just talk about the news and rumors surrounding the Knicks. They had the Knicks receiving DeAndre Ayton, Landry Shamet, while giving up Mitchell Robinson, Quentin Grimes, Obi Toppin, and Evan Fournier. This is the dumbest trade idea I have ever seen, have ever been a part of, or read on the internet. I used to play in some NBA 2K franchises, and this tops all of the dumbest trade ideas that I ever saw in those franchises. You're telling me I have to attach not only Obi Toppin to Mitchell Robinson to get DeAndre Ayton, but also Quentin Grimes? Are you serious? Quentin Grimes, Obi Toppin, and Evan Fournier to get DeAndre Ayton? When I can make the strong argument that Mitchell Robinson is better than DeAndre Ayton. We'll talk about that in a second. I do know this, though. DeAndre Ayton's contract, it is awful, and it is one of the worst contracts in the NBA, while Mitchell Robinson has one of the best contracts in the NBA. His contract is descending, meaning next year and the year after that and the year after that, he's going to be paid less than he was the prior year. What a contract done by Leon Rose. While DeAndre Ayton, his price tag is going to continue to go up. You're telling me DeAndre Ayton is better than Mitchell Robinson? Sure, that's fair. You can say that. but you're telling me he's twice the amount of value and twice the amount of dollars worth than Mitchell Robinson? Not a chance, my man. When you look at the playoff stats, and we know when you look at the regular season stats, that Deandre Ayton is a better offensive center than Mitchell Robinson. The touch is better, the jump shot's better, everything on the offensive floor. Deandre Ayton does better, except for the offensive rebounds. Look at the rebounds per game as a total. Deandre Ayton played much more minutes in the playoffs than Mitchell Robinson did, and those are pretty much equal. Mitchell Robinson is a much better defensive player than Deandre Ayton. He averages double the amount of blocks he did, more steals per game he did, more offensive rebounds, and he shoots a better percentage from the field because Robinson is mainly in the dunker spot and Ayton is kind of scoring from all over inside the arc. I understand Ayton is a better offensive player, but when you talk about defense and value of contract, I don't really think it's close as to who I would rather have on my team. I'm rolling with Mitch Rob. But on top of that, you're telling me I need to trade Quentin Grimes, one of the best young and up-and-coming players, two-way players in the NBA? Not a chance. Quentin Grimes only should be moved in a trade this summer by the New York Knicks for a superstar. And DeAndre Ayton, you are not even close to a superstar, my friend. I like a lot what Quentin Grimes did in his second season. I think the injury bothered him in the playoffs a little bit. I think the pressure and really just going through his first playoff experience kind of neutralized his ability to affect this game. But when you look at what he did in the regular season, he was great for the New York Knicks. In his second year, 11 points per game, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and efficiency. I am huge on efficiency because that is what the Knicks need. And Grimes gave you that, 47% from the deck and almost 39% from downtown. The only thing is, Grimes didn't get enough shot attempts. So I want to look at this stat graphic right here. I went through and looked at all the games, and there was 25 times this year where Quentin Grimes shot 10 or more shots in a game. In those 25 games, Quentin Grimes averaged 17.8 points per game. He got you 8.5 three-pointers up per night. He made over 87 threes in those 25 games, and he connected on 41% from downtown. Also, in the last 19 games of the season, Quentin Grimes averaged 15 points per game. And did I mention he's only entering his third year in the NBA? I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't even trade Quentin Grimes straight up for DeAndre Ayton. Nonetheless, on top of Mitchell Robinson, Obi Toppin. You guys know I'm not the biggest Obi Toppin guy. Maybe if the deal was just Mitchell Robinson and Obi Toppin, I would be more inclined to do it, but I still wouldn't do it. I wouldn't touch DeAndre Ayton with a 10-foot pole. I do not want him on the New York Knicks. He is mentally soft. I think he is emotional, and I don't think he's about winning. I think he's all about DeAndre Ayton. So maybe you don't agree with what I'm saying, and that's fine. We don't always have to be on the same wavelength. Some people are going to be wrong, and some people are going to be right in life. I'm going to be right in this one, though. Would you trade for DeAndre Ayton? Type A for accept, D for decline. Would you do this deal? My answer is hell no. I am not doing this deal. I'm only trading Quentin Grimes in a deal for a superstar, not someone who is a shell of a superstar. I want to close out today's show. We're showing love. Melo got some love. Let's show love to the bang god, Mike Breen. Happy birthday to Mike Breen, one of my idols in this business. He is a GOAT, no doubt about it. 62 years old today. Mike Breen, thank you. When I think of Knicks basketball, I think of Mike Breen. He is the voice of Knicks basketball right next to his co-star, Walt Clyde Frazier. Let's close out the show. Let's show him some love. Usually we do the HBD, type the HBDs in the comment section for Mike Breen. Nuh-uh, not today. Type those bangs in the comment section. I miss it. I miss Jalen Brunson 3, bang! I miss it already. Couple more months till we get that back. Show some love to good old Mike Breen, the best to ever do it, in my opinion. At least in my generation. I know there's a lot of other people you can go with. Show him some love. Type bang down in the comments section, and we'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in.